It's a beautiful morning on day number 5. Already had some coffee and listened to some classic music. Recommend listening to Jake Westbrook. Has this outdoors playlist he just made. Sun's coming out. Just took down this wasp nest that was right under the Starlink over here. And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Got the ladder, poked it with this stick, and there's the wasp nest. But if you look closely, there's actually a wasp as well right there above, and then in the corner over there there's another one that just got out and crawled underneath. So he's keeping me company right now. That might be the queen, but it was in that little nook right up there, so I poked it with a stick. Looks like it did get a little bit bigger, and they must have been living there the whole winter in their little colony. But yeah, I think I took care of business there. I just need to look out for them because they did have one couple years back over here, and then underneath the Murphy table they had one as well, so need to keep an eye on them. I'm just going to keep looking in the corners as well because yeah, I don't want those little pesky varmints ruining my summer, spring, and fall. Just to make sure there's none up there. Okay, good to go so far. But yeah, otherwise beautiful day so far. Cleared out over here a little bit for the range. Really my thinking is have it set up so you can go far back enough from here, cleared a few more of these trees, and then yeah, you'll be able to just fire right over there. It'll be a nice path to the targets that I set up. But yeah, that's the plan. Just clear out some of this, get my scope sighted in on my pews, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, otherwise can't complain. Living the dream. Another beautiful day. So this is the project I'm getting started on today, and it is inflating and starting on a bottom, a solid bottom, using that piece of OBS that I got for the Seahawk 444. I got this motor mount kit last year with the boat, and then I got this Minn Kota Endura, what is it, 36 inches and yeah, 34 pounds of thrust. So very minimal, but more than enough to power that boat and maybe 1 or 2 people. And then so I'm going to use that. And then I did get this piece of OBS right here that I'm going to use for the bottom. So I'm going to take a piece of vapor barrier once the boat is inflated, trace the bottom onto the piece of vapor barrier, transfer that onto this piece of OBS, and then saw that out with a jigsaw, and then cut it in half. And I'll sand it down too. And there's one dude who suggests that you can use pool noodles for the sides, but then after he puts them in, he sees that they're not useful. So I might just actually use some of this foam for the flooring on the edges, but we'll see how it is first of all. And yeah, we'll just make sure that it fits, and then yeah, we can go on some very small ponds and lakes, nothing too crazy as you can imagine. But yeah, this is kind of the plan that I'm going to work on today. So catch you in a bit and we'll see how much progress we're making with this. We've fully inflated the Seahawk 444. Now it's just a matter of flipping it over and tracing out that bottom onto a piece of vapor barrier. All right, we got the bottom of it traced out, taped down a piece of vapor barrier and cut it out. Tried to use some old stuff, but it still had some old staples in it from when I messed up the insulation in there. Anyways, that's a whole other story as we know. But yeah, we're going to cut out the bottom, transfer it onto the piece of OBS, and then yeah, we're just going to measure everything as well to make sure that it's good to go before we cut the piece of OBS. We cut it out. It's good lengthwise. It just seems like on the width, because there was a little bit of a bowl and concave shape, we have a little bit extra there. So I'm going to trim off that side before I cut it. And then, yeah, we'll transfer it onto the OBS. It started raining, of course. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, I put this up earlier, by the way. The other target. So now we got 2 over here, and then I got one other AR 500 plate, but we got 2 of these mounted. I'm going to set up some sort of a chain thing. So now we have the small one, the orange AR 500 plate, and then of course the good old bucket that I found in the forest when we first got the property. But yeah, in the meantime, it started raining, but we're gonna finish off this project, transfer it onto the OBS, and yeah, just keep going. We're in momentum, so let's just keep at it. We got it fully dialed. Look, fits in all the corners now. So yeah, the Seahawk 444 is really coming into shape. And yeah, we'll transfer this on and yeah, we'll get going. Probably going to bring this bad boy back to the city soon, but we'll take it for a ride back to the car just to check the car, make sure she's doing all right and there's no issues there. Car is doing great. I almost made it up that whole hill without having to stop, so should be proud of myself for that. But yeah, we're gonna ride back. It'll be downhill. We'll yeah, have some fun getting back and then have some Mr. Noodles. 444. Cycling down the hill, can't complain. Raining a little bit, can't complain. Just gonna open it up though, and yeah, get some speed. Should have brought the chest mount for this. And yeah, let's hope I don't crack my neck while cycling and holding this phone. It's still raining pretty hard, but still gonna make dinner number one, which is sriracha lime wings. One of my favorites to have up here. I've had them 3 nights in a row now. And yeah, looking forward to this. Then I'm gonna make some beef udon noodles in a little bit. And the final target is set up. This is the old 22 target that I had, and then a bunch of people shot it with shotguns on the other side. Anyways, 22 only. So this thing I think looks pretty sick. It's in place. Then we got this one, and then this one, which has this spring in the back and it's tilted at the ground. This one's a new one, and then yeah, I put a sticker on this one. So yeah, we have many options now for the little range we got going. And yeah, I put the scope on my Pew. Looks pretty dope. Look through it, and yeah, it looks very solid in terms of an optic. So looking forward to firing that at some point. First attempt at off-grid sushi, not bad. And yeah, we just did it with rice and nori. So yeah, we're really just trying out to see if we can get her going up here, and yeah, we'll do some fillings in the future. But yeah, this is my first attempt at off-grid sushi, so not bad. Off-grid udon noodles on the mini stove. Going to be delicious dinner. It's my last full day here, and this is my breakfast. 3 eggs, 3 pieces of pea meal bacon on a burger bun. Yum. Let's get to it. Let's finish the bottom of that boat today. We have traced the pattern for the base onto this piece of OBS, aka particle board. So now we're going to cut it out over there using the classic jigsaw that is probably at least 50 years old. Base is fully cut out, and so now we just have to sand down the edges and put in some sort of foam to make sure that they don't pop the boat. This beauty. This thing is, yeah, I would say at least 40, 50 years old, and it still works because it was originally made in Canada. All right. There's no battery here for the orbital sander, so I've had to do it by hand so far. I haven't decided yet either if I want to cut this into 2 pieces or into 3. The thing is, if I cut it into 2, I would just need to put some pieces below here to keep it together, right? Because obviously if you're standing on one side versus the other and you're stepping on the other one, it's gonna go in a little bit. I'll probably spray paint the whole thing with Flex Seal in the future next time I'm up here, and then put carpet on both sides just to make sure that it's nice and cozy and comfy. I don't think I'm going to attach hinges just because I'm worried it would puncture the boat. That's really the plan, is just to finish sanding this, and then, I mean, then we pretty much have the base mostly done. Then we just need to do the other parts, and then we can use this in the summer and fall to do some fishing. We've made so much progress with this base. So yeah, we've sanded it down. It's smooth to the touch. You don't have to worry about this. Oh, I got cut. No, I'm just joking. I cut that earlier myself. Don't worry about that. I'm not getting any splinters whatsoever. This part though, I may have to sand it down though once I get a battery for that orbital sander. I don't know if I'm going to try and fit it in this trip. It's probably something we're doing in the future, but yeah, we're making a lot of progress with the Seahawk 444 and the base. And yeah, I'm excited. This is a moment of pride for me. The base fits pretty much perfectly. I'm going to inflate the boat a little bit more in both chambers 2 and 3, just to make sure. We're going to leave chamber 1, which is the bottom part, uninflated for now, deflated. And yeah, I'm feeling very inflated right now. But yeah, let's inflate a little bit more just to see. Took it a few steps further, put in the base. It is looking money in there right now. And yeah, inflated chambers 2 and 3. I also put in this motor mount kit on the transom here, so that fits fine. Put in a couple of my rods here. Got my net. And again, we have an official tackle box now with a speaker in here. So now I can listen to some big tunes while going along. So I mean, the Seahawk 444 is in full effect. And yeah, we do have the trolling motor, the Minn Kota, ready to go. And just need to put in a battery at the back here, which I already have back in the city. So all I need to do is bring that battery, put that in, and then we're good to go. And then yeah, we can fish some smaller lakes and ponds in this thing. I'll need to get my boating license. It's not a license, it's like a pleasure craft certificate or something. But yeah, I mean, we're ready to rock in this thing for the spring, summer, and fall. I'm getting way better at making off-grid sushi already. This is with sticky rice. I put some roast beef inside and some sesame seeds. Yeah, so we're cooking. This is, yeah, the best off-grid sushi of all time. We made one last ride to the car after processing some wood with the middle chainsaw and dropped off some stuff that I'm going to be bringing home. Honestly, the road is fine now. It seems like it's mostly dried up. So sure, I was being paranoid, but if I weren't staying here as long, I probably would have got stuck one of those first couple of days I was there, especially those warmer days when it was very wet and muddy. But yeah, now that it's been above 0 for a few days in a row and windy, it seems like most of the road has dried up. See, it's basically dry at this point. I'd be fine, honestly, driving back through here. I'm just, again, a little bit too paranoid about this. It's time for the last fire on the last night I'm here. Got a lot of wood. Let's do it. I cleaned out the case for the Steel MS 250 chainsaw. It had a bunch of bar oil in it, so we're going to see how flammable this stuff is right now. All right, it's pretty flammable. It's not like gasoline, but looks like it'll get the job done. Fire's heating up. It's definitely feeling a little bit chilly when I'm not near the fire. Oh, of course, it has to blow right in my face. Classic stuff. But yeah, living the dream otherwise. Can't complain about this. Just made some chicken gumbo. And yeah, we're going to, I guess, yeah, let the sun set, enjoy the blue skies, and yeah, chill out a little bit. This is the vibe the last night. Sky was a little bit pink and purple before. Yeah, these lights, I replaced the batteries, but it seems like only a few of them are working still. And then yeah, we're trying out the new projector, watching the last few flare videos that I'm binge watching right now with a somewhat purple pink sky happening behind me. Full moon peeping through in the last night. What a vibe. Just over 1 degrees right now. Last night, gotta make the rest of the udon noodles and beef. And then, yeah, gonna chill out here by the fire. Watch the last of those flare videos. And of course, we got the full moon popping through at this point. So yeah, we'll see that in a moment as well. But yeah, otherwise, going well last night. It's now below 0 and it's getting cold. And we got the full moon. I think we're gonna take this party inside, bring the projector back in. But yeah, wrapping it up. Last day of April, last night here. Absolutely amazing. I will see you in the morning.